Hey friends, I'm Stacy and this is Gorgeously Aging, and today we're going to do an all drugstore makeup look that is beautiful on mature skin, featuring some new makeup that has recently launched and some things that are new to me, as well as some things I've had for a while. All of these makeup items are very affordable, so I'm going to do a makeup look that I think is beautiful and tasteful on mature skin. For those of you who are brand new, I am a 53-year-old master medical esthetician and grandmother of 3. I am passionate about all things beauty. I've spent my entire adult life in the beauty and aesthetics industry as a salon and spa owner, and now I'm a full-time content creator focused on skincare, beauty, fashion over 50, and advanced facial rejuvenation. If you're interested in my advanced facial rejuvenation content, you can find that at rumble.com/gorgeouslyaging. So I already did all my skincare, you guys, and I did use the Elemis. This is the Pro Collagen Marine Cream SPF 30. So I always use an SPF as part of my skincare, even if some of my makeup has SPF, just to make sure that I have adequate SPF protection. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes people make, is not using enough sunscreen. It's also important to reapply, and I will show you toward the end of this video what I keep in my purse to touch up my SPF throughout the day without affecting my makeup. So I'm going to start with the NYX The Marshmallow Primer, and you guys, honestly, I've used this before and I just picked up a new one. I haven't talked about this enough, but this is a really nice dupe for the Il Makiage Wrinkle Filler. I honestly purchased the Il Makiage Wrinkle Filler recently, and I would not purchase it again. They do such a good job of making it look like a miracle wrinkle and pore filler on the advertisements. And I will say it's a nice product as far as a primer or smoothing the skin, but I think it goes too far by saying it's a wrinkle filler. Wrinkles are dynamic and they appear with movement of the face, and that product just sits over the top, so when you move your face you still see the wrinkles. The only thing that is going to correct those wrinkles that come from movement is going to be a neuromodulator like botulinum toxin. So I'm just going to get a pump of that, maybe 2 pumps, we'll see. Hopefully 1 pump is enough. I don't like to overdo it with the primers, but I'm going to go ahead and put this on the areas where I do have a little bit more enlarged pores. So my cheeks, my nose, and between my eyebrows and on my chin. I generally don't put this across my entire face. I got a little, so I'm just going to go ahead and work this in to the areas where I want to smooth. This could certainly be applied to the whole face. I just kind of spot treat with a primer. This one doesn't feel too silicone-y, which I appreciate. It's kind of more like a skincare. It feels nice on the skin. So I finally picked up the NYX Buttermilk Glaze, and this one's in the color 02 Vanilla Bean Butter. So it says shake well. This does have SPF 30, so just another layer of sun protection. Here's the color I picked up. I'm kind of pale right now, so I didn't want to get it too dark because I can always warm the face up with bronzer. So I'm going to give myself about that much. And I'm just going to apply this with the fingers. I've been liking thinner formulas to just apply with the fingers. And I'm just going to work that in. You could certainly use a brush or a sponge with this if that's your preference. I kind of go back and forth, but I'm definitely in a using my hands phase, especially with thinner formulas. I feel like the warmth of your hands kind of works to melt the product into the skin. So this is a nice lightweight formula. Definitely can be worn every day. It's not heavy. It does have a hydrating feel on the skin. So I'm just going to spot treat in certain areas that I want more coverage. And this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And this is the Blur Out Skin Tint 6 in the shade 06. So I'm just going to use this in a few places I want a bit more coverage. This reminds me a lot of the Makeup Forever foundation stick. It has a nice formula. So for this one, I am going to take a dense brush. This is an e.l.f. foundation brush. And I'm just going to work this in. This does have a hydrating feel to it, so it doesn't feel dry. This definitely has a bit more coverage than the NYX Buttermelt Glaze. Having said that, I typically opt more for something with an SPF. That's just because I'm a little bit of a freak about sun protection. It's so important for all skin, but especially for anti-aging. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. And this is a contour wand. And let me see, the color is medium tan. So we'll add a little bit of life back to my face. So it does have that sponge applicator. And I'm just going to add a bit of contour here for under the cheekbones and the jawline. You can do dots. I'm actually going to kind of start to work this in. Around the hairline. I'm going to put a little bit here in my upper eyelid to lift that eye. And I want to blend that right away because I don't want it to get patchy. I'm going to do a little bit down the nose. And then I'm going to go back with this dense brush here. This is that e.l.f. brush. And just start blending that in. You do have a little working time with this, so it isn't like you have to work super fast, but sometimes with these cream bronzers, you don't want to let them sit too long because then they start to set and they're harder to blend. I think the jawline contour is so important on the aging face. It really makes the jawline look more chiseled. What's left, I like to just kind of go over here and work back toward my ears. And then I'm just going to go one more time around the hairline, make sure it's blended. And then I'm going to take my fingers here and just kind of pull down on that contour on the nose, leaving that center part light. And then I'm just going to take a sponge and kind of pat that in. Before I move on to cream blush, I just picked up the NYX Pro Fix Stick. This is in the pale pink, and this is for color correcting. You could use it on other parts of your face, but today I'm going to use it around my under eyes because I do have some discoloration here or darkness. So I'm just going to brighten this up. Now you could use your finger, but because I just use my fingers on the contour, I'm just going to use a concealer brush here because I know it's clean, and blend this in under the eyes just to brighten up the under eyes. This is a pretty creamy, hydrating formula. I usually don't like stick formulas, but this one is really creamy. It's not dry at all. I like a brush for getting into this inner part for me because it's more recessed. It's harder to get to, but a finger works well, and sometimes I'll just use my pinky. And I do like the warmth of fingers with concealer. Sometimes I like it right here in the outer portion of the eye just to create a more lifted look, especially after adding that contour up here. I am going to add a little eyeshadow, but you could certainly just do a little contour and that's it for the upper eyelid. I did grab the Milani Conceal and Perfect Sun Kissed Liquid Bronzing Drops. This is in light, so it's probably not going to give me a whole lot of color, but it's going to give me some sheen or a little highlight. So let's see how this looks. I haven't tried it yet. So I'm just going to use a little bit here, and that's what it looks like. I almost grabbed the medium, and then I just thought, I don't want a lot of pigmentation. I just want something subtle. So I'm going to use that same brush and kind of just go where I would put a highlight. I am going to add a little blush, but I wanted the blush to be on top. I didn't want this to mask the blush, but that's pretty. Even on its own without blush, it gives it just a nice glow. I think it picks up the light really nicely without being too much. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. I'll list all the colors down in the description box below so you can find everything I'm using down there with the colors, and I'll include the shopping links. So I'm just going to put like 2 dots of this. And this is the IT Cosmetic Airbrush brush. I like this for blush a lot. And then I'm going to spot set certain areas on my face, particularly the T-zone. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder. But I'm not going to use it with a sponge because I don't want it to be heavy. I'm going to use it with a brush. So this does come with a sponge if you like a powdered foundation. I like to use this for setting. So I'm going to take a Sonia Kashuk brush and just go into that and just set my jawline and then the nose. I do like to get between the brows and kind of up into the forehead. I like to keep this a little glowy, so I don't usually powder over that too much. Sometimes I'll go over it with my brush at the very end when there's hardly any product on it. And then I'm going to take my sponge and just the tip of it. I'm going to grab some of this, but just pounce some of it off so I don't have a heavy bit of powder. and just go under the eyes here. I used to be so obsessed with this. This is like an OG blush that I love. This is a powder blush by Milani, and it's called Luminoso. I'm going to use the same brush that I just used the powder with and just go into this, and of course this is an extra step, completely unneeded, but I haven't used this in a while, so I thought I'd break it out. It is a really pretty peach. And this is the Milani Most Wanted palette. This is such a nice size palette, and this is in the color formula Burning Desire. I just thought this went so well with the Luminoso blush, and it's just giving spring to me, so I thought I would go in with these shades. I'm going to take a big fluffy Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm going to go in with this peachy color right here. And I'm just going to pounce off some of the excess shadow. And work this all over my upper eyelid, and what's left on the brush I'm going to come down over the lower eyelid and then pull up towards the tail of the brow. I'm going to tap this off. I've been trying to do less of this and more just tapping off the excess on my skin. I feel like it gets less patchy that way. It's a hard habit to break though if you've been doing the tap tap for a while. To go to the tapping on your wrist takes a little thinking. So I'm going to take a flat brush and just use the edge of it to go into here and do my lower lash line, just connect that together. This was such a game changer to me over using a really harsh, stark eyeliner. Not that I still use eyeliners, not that I don't like that, but as you soften up the under eye, it just brings so much lift to the eyes. It's not so heavy and overwhelming. Of course, that's a personal preference, so if you like a really strong under eye liner, do what makes you feel beautiful. Makeup is creative, and so there's no right or wrong way. I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is a Morphe brush, and I'm going to go into this kind of dark purple and just deepen up the upper outer lid just to give it a bit more dimension. I still want to keep this soft because I am going out to run some errands later today, so I don't want it to be too heavy. Sometimes for a daytime look, I'll just use one color, and then if I'm going to go out at night, I'll just add more depth to it when I go out in the evening. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush and go into this light color here and just do a little inner corner highlight here. This is nice because it's not shimmery, so it doesn't accentuate your fine lines on those inner corners. I like to draw it back into the eyelid. I'm going to take that same brush that I used the side of, and I'm going to go into that plum color and just put a little bit of that on the lower outer part of the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take that fluffy brush we started with and just make sure everything is blended. Sometimes when I'm on camera, I forget to do the extra blending because I'm just focused on doing the video. I'm not focused on blending. And this extra step makes all the difference in making sure everything looks nice and blended. Let me show you the shimmers in this palette because they're really pretty. So these are the 3 shimmers. Let's see, should I put one on just to show you? I think I might use this one today. It's not super shimmery, which I like, so let's see how that looks. I'm going to take a flat brush. You could use your finger. Pop that in the center of my eyelid and blend it out. I don't want to go too far over because I like to keep it light in here. And then I'm just going to lightly blend it toward the center, but I don't want to like completely go into that inner corner. I'm going to take another brush and do that white again just to blend this, and I'm going to just pull that over into that shimmer color just to make sure it's kind of gradient. And now that I have that on, I definitely need some brows, and then we'll do a little mascara. So let me see what I have for brows. It's from the drugstore. Let's try this number 7 Beautifying Eyebrow Sculpting Pencil. And I'm just going to go ahead and just give a little fill in. I can't see the color on this one, so I will list it down below. But this is a nice formula. I also really like the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. Both of these remind me a lot of the Westman Atelier, which is so expensive. And then I'm just going to use the spoolie end and just kind of fluff that up into the brows. When I was younger, I never used to care about my brows that much, and they were so pale, like you couldn't even really see them on my face. As I've gotten older, I definitely appreciate how important brows are, especially to the aging face. So let me find some mascara, and then we're going to move on to one of my favorite lip combos from the drugstore. Okay, before I use mascara, I am going to tightline a little bit. This is the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Eyeliner. I really like this one. It's got a small tip. It is retractable, so no sharpener. And I'm just going to tightline just a little bit. I know this isn't for everybody, you guys, and some of you have dry eye issues and don't tightline, and that's totally okay. I'm still a tightliner. I love it. And then I have the e.l.f. Lash Extender. What I really like about this is the brush. This is exactly the kind of brush I love. It gives really nice separation and lift. Sometimes I'll use it just a little bit on my falsies just to get the eyeshadow off, but this is a really nice drugstore mascara. I often really love a nude eyeliner in my waterline just to brighten my eyes, and I'm kind of feeling like my eyes look tired today. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there. This one is by Rimmel, and it's just been my go-to for years. And if it gets a little heavy looking, I just take a Q-tip and dab it. You don't have to put much pressure because that's a soft formula. I go through phases of putting this nude in my lower waterline, but I do kind of like it if my eyes look tired. So I've been loving the NYX Lip IV Hydrating Gloss Serum. This one especially, this color is called Hydra Honey. I have two of them, one in my purse and one that I keep in my bathroom. And the NYX, this is the Line Out Loud liner. I have one that's more of a brown nude, and the other one is a little more pink. Let me swatch them for you because I think I'm going to use the more brown one today. I'm just feeling the brown one, but here's the more pinky one. So I'll list, I can't read this, so I'll list it down below with the color name. And here's the brown one. So I think today I'm going to use the brown one. That's what I'm kind of feeling. I don't know, maybe I'll regret it after I get it on. I like both of these colors a lot, but lately I have been leaning more towards nude brown kind of colors. I'll definitely get back to my kind of pinky browns more towards spring. Here in Colorado, it's still full on winter. There's still lots of snow. I'm just going to rub this into the body of my lip. This is probably one of my favorite things I've bought in the drugstore in years. It is so good. And as it wears off, it slightly stains the lips, but it's hydrating, it's not drying, it has a beautiful gloss to it. I absolutely love it. Alright, last but not least, this is this travel size of the Hydrating Glow Mist. This is by Naked Sundays. It's SPF 50. I keep a full size in my bathroom for when I do my makeup and a smaller size in my purse. So this is how I touch up. And living in the mountains at higher elevation, closer to the sun, thinner air, it's important to touch up your SPF. I think it's important no matter where you live, but I definitely touch up my SPF throughout the day if I'm outside, if I'm at my daughter's ski race. So this lives in my purse. It's a really fine light mist. I like to get it down on my neck and chest as well. It's definitely one place not to skimp is on the sunscreen. So for any of you interested, sometimes I get people that message me about my jewelry. This is from Yummy You Jewelry, and I have a discount code Stacy20. I did buy this myself. It wasn't sent to me. I really like the Yummy You jewelry, and I am very picky about jewelry. I have my own jewelry brand. So I do still buy jewelry from other companies just because I like to compare our quality with other companies, and they have different styles, and I just think this one is so pretty. So if you're interested in any new jewelry, check them out. Really good prices, and with that 20% off with code Stacy20, it definitely saves you some extra. So this is the finished look, you guys. I've got some errands to run and some more filming to do and some editing, but I am going to run out, grab some lunch, grab a few things we need at home. And this is a nice sun-protected daytime look. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if you've used any of these products, let everybody know your thoughts. It's through sharing that people can make a really good decision about how they want to spend their money. Thanks for joining me today, for being so amazing. Be good to yourselves and to others. I will see you in my next video.